We did over 200 dinners that night. When food come out of the kitchen, people actually applauded.
I know reviews are incredibly important. And I think you already probably know where I'm going with this, but the amount of work and effort you put in for your Four Forks, tell us a little bit about why you wanted it, how you got it, what happened because of it.
Well, I was in an area, an old steel town, which had a reputation of a lot of fighting, a lot of drinking, a lot of drugs, and nobody would come into that area to eat. So I knew that I needed credibility, and the only way I would get credibility was through the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette dining critic, Mike Kalina, who was a syndicated columnist also. So he had tremendous credibility. He was the Phantom Diner on KDK TV. He was the dining critic of the Post-Gazette. He wrote for the New York Daily News. So the man had tremendous credibility. So my wife said to me, for 2.5 years, there was no cell phones or no machines that recorded anything on phones. And I had to write him, and I had to call and never got an answer. And for 2.5 years, and my wife said, "You're going to just make this guy mad. And he's going to come down and give us a bad review." I said, "It doesn't make any difference if he gives us a bad review. We have no business now. So when he comes down and gives us a bad review, we're going to have no business. But if he comes down and gives us a good review, people from outside the area, from the upscale areas of the city are going to come in because he said it." And that's what happened. But he did say to me, because he was debating on giving me 3 or 4, and he said, "You deserve 4, but I'll only give you 3. And I said to him, "If I deserve 4, I should get it." And he said, "You'll never handle the business." And that night, that Friday night, June 3rd of 1988, he was 100% right. They were lined up at the door. I was doing 10, 15 dinners a night. They were lined up at the door. We did over 200 dinners that night, and it was a total joke. People were pretty nice about it, but they waited like 2.5 hours. When food come out of the kitchen, people actually applauded. People were begging me to get them a bottle of Stoli's vodka because they couldn't get a drink at the bar. They'll pay for the vodka. They'll pay. We'll make our own drinks, So he was right. But of course, I made it all work in the next couple weeks. And, I hired people, and my wife would say, we were short of cooks, we were short of servers, we were short of bartenders. And the first thing Joe did was he hired someone to do his job.
Tell us where we can find the book. Tell us where we can go next. Tell us how we can follow you, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Tell us all the ways we can keep in touch with this story.
Absolutely. So the book is really wherever books are sold. So we're on Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, Walmart, Target. We're also at most bookstores. But if we're not, most bookstores can't order us. We are through Ingram and Idlewies and all of the other major catalogs. As far as keeping in touch, all of the social media for Facebook and Instagram for me is the handle at Joe Costanzo. That's JoeCostanzo, Prima Donna, PrimaDonna. And I'm also on LinkedIn and Twitter. I think I'm Maria C. Palmer. But if you just go on to mariacpalmer.com, that's all of my information.
I wanted to mention the Heinz History Center has been such a great partner with us, and they have signed copies. We've all signed copies So if you order from there, you get the signed copies.